What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page. It's Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell by subscribe button as well. If you'd like to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, you can do so by hitting that like button as well as our Cash App $ BJ Matthews. Again, $ BJ Matthews. You can donate that way as well. And yes, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's go. All right, man. So we are back with another show today, this morning, this Tuesday, beautiful morning, January the 3rd. I want to give y'all a quick video for y'all, man. As you guys know, the biggest news in the NBA was last night. Donovan Mitchell, all-star shooting guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, dropped 71 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. Okay, Donovan Mitchell dropped 71 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. They were able to defeat the Chicago Bulls. I think the score was 141-145, a high-scoring game. I did not watch the game all entirely, but I will watch this later. I just got a chance to catch the highlights. But I've been telling a lot of people, man, Donovan Mitchell is underrated. I've been saying Donovan Mitchell's been disrespected. I've been saying Donovan Mitchell has been unfairly criticized for things that really a lot of these guys who come in the league with him has not even done, right? So I've always had a lot of respect for Donovan Mitchell, not even just as a basketball player, as a person. He seemed like a very mild-mannered guy. He seemed like a guy who was very respectful to other people. And, that right there will win me over in a lot of cases, man. If you're just a person that's just a solid dude. And Donovan comes off as one of those guys, man. You don't really see him, getting in trouble, if ever. He's very big in the communities that he's in. He seems to come from a very good family. So, I mean, all those things, outside the basketball court, are great to have. But as far as on the court, man, I've been saying this for quite some time, and people that don't believe me can look through my videos that Donovan Mitchell is elite, man. And now that he's on a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, people are really seeing just what this guy can really do. I mean, people really should have been seeing the first 5 seasons of his career in Utah. I mean, not missing the playoffs, not 1 year, carrying that franchise, putting out, the OKC Thunder, who had Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony in 2017, 3 Hall of Famers, right? What he did, to the Clippers in the conference semifinals 2 seasons ago, even though the Jazz lost. I mean, I saw Donovan Mitchell, give it to Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, man. And, I just saw a guy who was very ultra competitive, fearless, and just in the intangibles that he has, man. Now, of course, people look at last season and see that he got bounced out by the Dallas Mavericks. In 2 games they didn't have Luka Doncic, and he feels like Donovan Mitchell doesn't play defense and all this stuff, man. But you're seeing this year he's actually not only scoring offense, but he's playing defense. He's also being a guy who's very competitive on the defensive end. And people know defense is just all about heart, will, and strategy, right? It's hard. It's half heart. I mean, it's half heart. Want to, and the other just strategy, right? So Mitchell was a defensive all defense team at Louisville in the ACC, man. So I already, that myth that Don Mitchell can't play defense, I already knew that was just a myth. The fact of the matter is that if he wants to play defense, he's going to play defense. But if he has the responsibility to carry on offense all the time, like he did with the Utah Jazz, and you got a team that doesn't really buy in on defense, then your star player is not going to pretty much. He doesn't have the energy to give back on both sides. It's going to be a lot of time that you got to spend on offense and defense. But I'm all about respecting the game, man. Like, even though I have my team, the Clippers, y'all know my team is the Clippers. I've been very highly critical of them. I'm going to also roast them again today. They lost to the Miami Heat last night, 110-100. So I'm going to roast them today as well. I'm all about respecting the game. If I see a guy who, is putting up a show and doing things that at an elite level, I'm going to give him praise. I'm going to give him, respect. But you got a lot of casuals out here. You got a lot of people who who haven't even played the game. And I'm not saying you have to play the game to talk about it, because I think some of the best coaching minds did not play. But the problem is when they make statements like, oh, anybody can drop 71 points if they just, shoot a bunch of shots and, Darius Garland wasn't there and all this stuff, man. I'm talking about I was on True to King TV show last night, and most of them are Celtic fans. You know what I mean? So of course they're gonna support their team. I respect True to King as he seemed like he's a cool guy, but the people on his panel, bro, they just they be talking like too casually. To say anybody can just go up there and score 70 points as if it's no big deal, or if somebody just chucks shots and or they say stuff like, "Oh, it's the Chicago Bulls." It's like those are all casual takes. Anybody who's even touched the basketball knows that playing having 71 points ain't no soft stuff, man. That's something for elite scorers, right? Not anybody can do it. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of efficiency. It takes a lot of, what I'm saying, like the strength, even to put up shots, it has to show you're in great condition. But those are things that only people who played the game actually know, right? This dude there's only been 6 players in NBA history that's done what Donovan Mitchell has done. That's Wilt Chamberlain, that's Kobe Bryant, that's David Robinson, that's Elgin Baylor, and now Donovan Mitchell has joined that company, right? There's only 5 players who's even done it. So, and Devin Booker, he had 70 points. I'm sorry. So people saying that this is just something that you know anybody can do if they put enough shots. That's all BS, man. Don't buy into that stuff, man. It takes a lot more than just a guy putting up shots. If I'm a guy that puts up 40 shots, but I can't shoot efficiently, or I don't have the energy to put up those amount of shots and actually be efficient at the same time, and also have the energy to do it, then it's not gonna happen. But congrats to Donovan, man. I'm a big supporter of Donovan Mitchell's game. I love his, demeanor. I think the Cavs are an elite team. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I'm not sure how they'll do when they face teams like Milwaukee or Boston or Brooklyn. I want to see how they face off against teams like that. It's going to be very competitive in the East. But yeah, man, this was a great accomplishment from Donovan Mitchell. He's in a very elite company, and yeah, man. But I will be dropping a Clipper video today also, and it's gonna be talking about the loss to the Miami Heat. So pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace out here like swimwear.